Season 6 is here upon us, everybody. Here at South Texas Big River University, coming off the disappointing finish last season, we look to get this season started in a big way. We saw what happened in the offseason coming off the playoff loss, the early round, I guess you could say, exit. We were better than that. So Season 6 is here. We're going to kick off against New Mexico State. So welcome back to the channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new here to Champ & Sons. So like I said, last season ended in disappointment and a big-time playoff loss. A team that I guess I would say fairly evenly matched, but just ended up getting outclassed at the end. It happens. So now we're building to prevent that from happening. So that's what we're looking at here, the future of South Texas Big River University. A bunch more 5 stars willing to come here since we've had the success that we have had. Now we just got to be able to land it and pull that off. So let's go ahead and jump into season number 6, kickoff against New Mexico State here at home as they come into our house, and it is a rough go. A lot of new guys on offense for the most part as far as the blocking goes. New quarterback, so a lot of different things to figure out on the offense and even the defensive side. So not a whole lot of time to do it because this is real big boy competition, and New Mexico State is coming out to play as they fire that one over the middle, and the Aggies get down to the 21-yard line. As we do lead 3-0, but they are threatening. Just outside the red zone, the quarterback sends a player in motion, has the snap. Throw it out to the running back in the right flat. He gets hit and brought down. Nowhere to go for him on that one. Pierre Anai gets 2 yards, but not a whole lot of space even then. So 2nd and 8 from the pistol. Handed off up the middle. Gets past one tackler, and he breaks it into the goal-to-go situation as he's brought down at the 4. Chad Westbrook busts through the line, avoids the first tackler, and then gets down to the 4. So 1st and goal Aggies as the first quarter comes to an end, and they will not get that play off. So the first quarter does end as South Texas Big River maintains a slight 3-point lead. However, the Aggies are 4 yards away from taking the lead in this game. It's been a rough go trying to figure out our guys, where our strong points, where our weak points are, but we will get it done. But we just got to get our keisters in order right now. 1st and goal for the Aggies. So they have the snap. Clean pocket pressure. Finally comes, and he's going to be brought down coming off the edge. Ted Husted with his first sack of the game. Comes up big on that one. Coming right off the edge there. Just continuing our good run of edge pass rushers. And, it's good to see him stepping up in this way. We've needed him like that. We brought him in. He's just a sophomore. We brought him in a couple seasons ago for this exact purpose. So it's good to see him kind of starting to play to his level. So 2nd and goal, and they're going to get a false start on the Aggies. So push them back even further. And that's going to make it 2nd and goal from the 20-yard line now as the Aggies come set in a shotgun, 4 receiver set. Running back is offset to the quarterback's left side here. Has the snap in hand. Quick throw over to the left. It's going to be caught. He's got the 10. Gets past one tackler and is finally brought down. Brought down in about the 3-yard line. So right back to the line of scrimmage. So here they come again. 3 wide this time. Blitz comes from the Cowboys over the middle. And that one is going to be complete. Wide open over the middle to the receiver on the little slant pattern. And New Mexico State Aggies is shocking us here in South Texas as they have taken a lead real early in the second quarter. But needing to respond later in the second after we trade punts back and forth. Alex Shell, our new quarterback, has the ball. And his first time you're seeing him as he hands that one off. Nowhere to go for Brockle right there. Our offensive line, we've got to get them playing together. They haven't had a whole lot of time to practice and all that stuff together, so they've got to step up in this moment. So Shell's going to be in a shotgun, 4 wide set, claps his hands. He's going to send the receiver in motion, has the snap. Takes off to the right, throws it back to the left, and I don't know what he was waiting on. Shell was waiting way too long. He had a receiver, looks like Leonard Potts, coming across the middle. He had Potts wide open and just didn't throw it. So now it's 3rd and 8 from the shotgun. 4 receivers still. Shell has the snap, drops that one off, hits Butt coming across the field at the 25, pushing forward and brought down at the 23, no, they're going to say 24-yard line. Good catch there by Butt to get that little extra step of space and to push that one through down to the 24 and a 1st and 10. So in the I formation, Shell hands off to Brockle up the middle. He's got a hole open and he's brought down at about the 13-yard line, but a flag is down and yeah, it's holding. I guess we can't be too shocked by that. Penalties continuing to become a problem as our tight end Stokes is going to claim that one. The 3rd penalty of the game here for the Cowboys, our 2nd holding penalty. 1st and 18 now. 4 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. We trail 3-7. Shell sends Potts in motion. Has the snap. Hands it off to Gammon. Going to the right side, and he is going to get just stuffed. Nowhere to go. Charlie Folk, the defensive end there for the Aggies, comes shooting through to bring Gammon down. So that's going to make it 2nd and 20. Shell sends Potts in motion, has the snap. Jet sweep to Potts around the outside edge. He's got space. Got it. Final block. Potts at the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. What a play here by this Cowboy offense to strike on the jet sweep. Here coming in 3.5 minutes remaining in the 2nd quarter. The first touchdown of the season for the Cowboys is recorded by Leonard Potts. Right there. Great blocking by the line and the tight ends. Got to give it to him. So now on the ensuing drive, after we have just reclaimed the lead, the Aggies with possession of it at the 2-minute warning as they get knocked out of bounds by Stevenson after a 1-yard gain. So that's going to make it 2nd and 9. Coming out in the shotgun, 4 wide set. Westbrook offset to the right side here. Has the snap. Clean pocket. Great blocking by the Aggies offensive line. He just dumps it off and nowhere really to go. He picks up 5 yards. Max Haynes does with his 6th catch. But man, he got obliterated there. So 3rd and 5, a minute 20. Drop pass for the screen pass, and it's going to be knocked away. Great read here by the Cowboys defensive line, and that's going to force them to try a field goal opportunity. The minute 18 left. Boot, ball, and they do kick it right down the middle, bastards. As this game is now tied up here at 10 apiece with just over a minute to go in the 2nd quarter. So let's check out how that final minute is going to work out for us. Final minute 12 of the 2nd. Shell has a snap. Takes it back off to the left side. He's off a run. And he's finally brought down at about the 39-yard line. You get nervous when your quarterback runs like that because there is such a big chance it'll fumble. So the clock is still moving. 1st and 10 Cowboys at their own 39-yard line. Shell has a snap. Fires that one over the middle. He's going to hit Martin Bueno. Breaking tackles, pushing forward, and is brought down at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10. Bueno with the speed on that one. Shell making changes at the line as they go hurry up. 32 seconds remaining. Has the snap. Fires over. Hits Bueno once again. Makes one man miss and is finally brought down as the Cowboys will use a timeout, it looks like. Bueno finally brought down after a 7-yard gain all the way to the 39 on the plus side of the field here. 2nd and 3, 26 seconds remaining. Game is tied at 10. Shell in the shotgun, 4 wide set. 2 on each side. Shell has the snap. He's going to take off to the left side, and he is going to be sacked. He will lose yardage right there. That's going to make it 3rd and 6, as we forgot to call the timeout immediately, and too much time ran off the clock. We're down to 11 seconds now, facing a 3rd and 6. Shell in the shotgun. 3 receivers. 2 to the right side. Bueno alone on the left. Shell fires that deep down the left side, going for Bueno, and he's got him in the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Martin Bueno deep down the left side makes the connection, and that's going to go for 6 and a touchdown in the lead here at the end of the first half. And what a throw by Shell. We've been kind of wondering this game, is he ever going to step up to make that kind of throw to show his big playability? That's really why we brought him in this year, to give some guys time to develop and for him to make big plays like that. And that will lead us into halftime at a 17-10 lead. Shell, 11 of 14. It's hard to ask for much better of a start. 11 of 14 for 200-plus yards and 2 touchdowns. Now, the Aggies doing pretty well for themselves, 17 of 21. But I think Shell has proven to be able to make the throws when he needs to. There has been some struggle. It's always going to happen at the beginning of a new season. But I think Shell's definitely going to be able to find his footing, probably here in the second half as we get this thing started. Shell hands that one off to Brockle, going to the left side. Brockle will break one tackle, but not all. And that's going to make it 2nd and 17 after we had a holding penalty on the first down. So 2nd and 17 after the 3-yard gain. Shell in a shotgun, 4-wide set, trips to the left side. He sends Bueno in motion, has the snap. Shell fires over the middle, hits Bueno. Cuts it forward and out of the third, and go from 2nd and 17 to 3rd and 8 after a 9-yard gain. Hit the speedster who cut it up as soon as he caught it. Great running there by Bueno. So 3rd and 8. Shell's going to send Potts in motion this time. Has the snap in hand. Pressure comes. He drops off in the middle of the butt. Who gets around one tackler. Gets a block. He's free. He's got speed. He's got the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Mr. Butts said you can kiss my butt as he went hauling butt into the damn end zone. What a play coming across the middle of the field there, and Shell actually put that thing in perfect, in stride to him. And then Bueno initially let go of that block a little too early. But he adjusted his running lane, and then Bueno came through and finished the block. So give the kid credit there. So now we've got a 2-score lead. Aggies trying to come back at us in this one as they throw that one over the middle. That's going to be incomplete here on their ensuing drive, their first drive of the second half. 24-10 is the score. Aggies facing a 3rd and 8 at their own 22-yard line. Looking over the defense. Claps his hands. Has the snap back. In a pocket. Fires it up. It's going to be intercepted by Fisk. He stepped right in front of that one. Cuts back across the field. Hit and brought down at the 25-yard line. Fisk jumped in front of it. I guess he didn't really have to jump in front of it. He was already positioned right there. The quarterback, I don't know if he meant to throw it on such a line. If he didn't, I mean, Fisk took advantage of that mistake, but that throw looked kind of so purposeful. It seemed like it was meant to be thrown that way, but I don't really. Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of pressure on him, and I think he just missed his mark. The quarterback did, and Fisk, our senior defensive back, takes complete advantage and gets his first interception of the season. So leading by 2 scores, poised outside the red zone at the 25. Shell has the snap. Fires over the middle, hits Bueno. Makes one cut and is brought down at the 14-yard line. That's 1st and 10 after the 11-yard gain. So Shell staying in the shotgun, 3-receiver set, Butt in the slot right, Bueno wide left, all by his lonesome, Brockle in the backfield. Shell has the snap, hands it to Brockle, going left side, cuts it back up the middle. Lowering his shoulder, and Brockle picks up 7 yards on that one. It's amazing to see Brockle already as a junior in this. Remember so long ago his freshman season. So 2nd and 3 here for the Cowboys as we hand that one off to Gammon up the middle. Lowering his shoulders, and Jamal Gammon, familiar face on this team, picks up 2 yards or 3 yards, but gets enough either way. The senior running back out of Florida for the Cowboys that's been with us from the beginning steps up big time and gets a 1st and goal. So from the 2-yard line, play action, Shell rolls out to his right, looking for someone, throws it late and hits his tight end for the touchdown, Cowboys. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. What a play made by Shell to not give up on it. He had the play action, then the bootleg, and you can tell he's trying to figure out where to go with it. And finally trying, our tight end, our backup tight end from the backside comes up just out of nowhere into the open. And Shell finds him. Touchdown, Cowboys. And I mean, that really set the tone for the remainder of the game. Pretty much put it completely out of hand. And we end up winning big. So Shell, 5-touchdown performance, 384 yards, 77.8% completion percentage. I mean, Steelman did great for us for the 4 years that he played. Shell, he's firing on all cylinders starting out. Now, I get it. It was New Mexico State. You know, that is what it is. We will have a bigger test coming up here this next game in this episode. We will be, as you can see, on the road in Columbus with those goofy-looking fellers. right there as they do the script, Ohio, whatever they want to call it. As we are up here in Columbus to take on the Buckeyes. We did a home-and-home series with them. So last season we played them in South Texas. It was that rainy day. We ended up winning. I think the rain factored in. We didn't win as big as we should have, in all reality. But we ended up winning that one last season. So here we are coming to their house. And we're going to look to put a whipping on these Buckeyes here. So let's get this game underway. Here's the Buckeyes. Will have the ball first, and they are on the move. Looking to be unstoppable this first drive at the 30-yard line on the plus side. Play action, throw it over the middle. Hits his receiver. Their defender draped all over him, and Ortiz makes the catch and holds on. So that's 1st and 10 Buckeyes here. 1st and goal, really, as they hand that off to the right side. Big hole opens up, and he's going to be hit and stood up at the 1. Whalen comes through, our safety, to deliver some lumber. But, I mean, they stopped him at the 1 at least. So 2nd and 1. Has the snap. Clean pocket. Rolls out to his left side. Fires back over the middle, and that one's incomplete. That's a dangerous throw to make. Woo, late pressure started to come, but, man, that's a dangerous throw. So here they're going to come out in this really goofy wing formation under center. Handoff to the fullback right up the middle. I mean, that was a little too easy. Pianalto's there for the hit, but that's kind of a broken, busted play unless they call an all-out blitz. Maybe I'll have to do next time. We'll see. But that is have us with trailing here in the first quarter, 7-0. We are the number 5 Big River University Cowboys, and we are here on the road in Columbus, Ohio. Leonard Potts just bouncing off tacklers there in the horseshoe at the Buckeyes in Columbus, Ohio, the number 20 Buckeyes, as we continue our 6th season here, game number 2, trailing by 7 in the first quarter. Shell, our quarterback, he takes off right up the middle. He's got space and slides down at the 14-yard line. Brave play by Alex Shell, our junior quarterback. 1st and 10 Cowboys under center. Shell has the snap, hands it off to Brockle to the right side, and he gets only about a yard. Not a whole lot of space to go. This Buckeyes defense is going to be decent. This is a top 25, top 20 team, so expect them to be decent. This ain't going to be easy. 2nd and 9, hand off to Brockle up the middle, and pushing forward, gets a couple. It's going to be 3rd and 7 now. Not what you want, but hey, it's what you get. So 3rd and 7 here from the 11-yard line. Cowboys coming set in a shotgun. 3 wide set as we have Bueno on the left side. Shell has a snap. Pressure comes, drops it off over the middle. It's going to be caught and almost intercepted. Great play by Gammon to make sure he came up with that reception. Oh, good Lord, and a field goal opportunity as this crowd is rocking right now. The boot ball, and we do actually put it through. Shockingly, we make a field goal on the road. And no, that is not Lincoln, our kicker, that we're so used to seeing. So 1st and 10 following our field goal. We trail by 4. The Buckeyes have possession following the kickoff at their own 25-yard line. And then their shotgun has the snap. Play action, quick throw to the right side, and that one is batted down, just swatted away by Montel Jewell as he comes up on that play to bat that ball to the turf. So 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Staying in the shotgun, 4 wide set. Has the snap. Play action once again. Clean pocket. Fires it deep down the middle. And that's going to be intercepted by Jewell once again. He comes up with the big play on this drive. He's coming back at the 40. He's at the 30 and 20. Spins forward. Pushing down at the 12-yard line. Montel Jewell made the previous play on the deflection and then comes up, reads the interception. I mean, I don't know what the quarterback is really doing. At some point, you're going to have to make a decision. Do not throw and just take the sack and live, basically play another down. Or do you just chunk it? And he went the chunk it route. And Jewell, well done by him to kind of maintain where he was, his responsibility. And then just read the quarterback and the situation and be there when you needed to. So following the interception, we come back at him with our offense on the field at the 12-yard line under center. Handoff to Brockle up the middle. Big hole opens up, pushing forward, and Brockle picks up 9. So it's going to be 2nd and 1 down at the 3-yard line. Broncos got 12 yards on 3 carries so far this afternoon. 2nd and 1, 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. We trail 7-3 on the door knocking though. 3 yards away. Shell making changes, claps his hands, has the snap. In the pocket, takes off to the left side, it breaks one tackler and finally brought down. Oh, he scrambled left. Just nowhere to go. Took a pretty hard hit there too. Now it's 3rd and 3 from the 6. So in the shotgun, once again 3 wide. Blitz comes, fires it late, and it's going to be caught over the middle. Touchdown Cowboys! Oh my goodness. Oh baby, oh baby. Martin Bueno comes up with the catch over the middle. Defender draped all over him. And somehow Shell, seeing the all-out blitz come at him, fired that one off at possibly the last possible second that he could, right before he gets blasted, and then just a great job by Bueno to hold on to it. And that is going to give us the lead here in the first quarter on the road. Buckeyes coming right back at us, trying to reclaim it. Staying with 4 wide from the shotgun. Buckeyes send a receiver in motion. They have the snap in hand. Fires it to the left side. It's going to be intercepted by Fisk. He jumped in front of that one. His 2nd interception in as many games. What is the Buckeyes doing there? Their world is starting to fall apart on them. I don't know who the quarterback thinks he is, but he is not reading the defense well right now. Rashard Fisk, senior, another one comes up with the big play. Like I said, his 2nd interception in as many games. Just kind of being right there in the zone. I guess the quarterback thought he had an open pattern and wasn't looking or something. And, I mean, Fisk was just drifting back, but still. So 1st and 10 for our offense coming up following that interception. Here we come back with it after a 10-yard gain on the pass completion to Potts coming over the middle. 2nd and inches, under 1 minute to play left in the first quarter. Shell in the shotgun, 4 wide set. Potts wide right by his lonesome. Handoff to Gammon going to left side. Hit and brought down after a big gain down to the 24-yard line. Jamal Gammon, good run right there. And that was actually Martin Bueno on the right side. They sent him over there, I guess, to try to isolate some speed. So 1st and 10 following that play. Cowboys come out in the shotgun, 3 wide set. 2 running backs in the backfield. Clock is ticking down, and they try to get him to jump off sides. It didn't happen. So it will go here to the second quarter now, as we do lead 10-7. Poised to try to make some more points here as we continue to this game continues on. I mean, it was a pretty tough fought first quarter, right? Had we not had the first interception, we most likely wouldn't have the lead. I think it would just put us in a little different position, but we would be fighting for the lead still. So here we are, start of the second quarter now as this gets underway. 1st and 10, swing pass out to Gammon on the right side. He's got some open space, 10-5, Gammon in the end zone, touchdown Cowboys. Oh my goodness, oh baby. Got him out into some space by his lonesome. And Jamal Gammon takes it the rest of the way. Now, coming in off that swing pass, that was a pretty good way to set it up. We've been running fairly well out of the shotgun. Now, one guy didn't bite on it. He ended up blasting Shell, but hey, whatever. Completed catch, touchdown, extension of the lead. It was all worth it, to say the least. So good play there. Now our defense forced a 3 and out, so here we came right back at them after they punted to us. Shell fires that one over the middle. It's going to be caught by Bueno coming off the left side there on the slant pattern, as he gets brought down at the 26-yard line, making it 1st and 10. So with a 10-point lead, trying to extend it even further. Shell hands that one off to Gammon. Left side, big hole opens up, makes a cut, bounces off one tackle, and he fumbles it, but we jump on top of it. Ooh, man. Quayshawn Rice, the outside linebacker there for the Buckeyes, knocked the ball loose, but thankfully we were able to jump on it, and that's going to maintain possession, 2nd and 2. So 2nd and 2. Shell hands that off to Brockle. He's hit and stood up on that one. Man, did they read that ever. So 3rd and 4 now. Cowboys come out at the 20-yard line here in a shotgun formation, 4 wide set. Shell claps his hands, sends Bueno in motion. has a snap back. Fires that over the middle. He's going to hit, but bounces into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. He hit Butt right over the middle, and Butt gets hit and tossed into the end zone, just deflected. The body just deflects into the end zone. And EB with a great catch and holds on to it through contact, taking it into the end zone to extend our lead. He will be called EB for now. So here we come on the ensuing kickoff now to the Buckeyes. As we boot that one up, they're going to catch it, and here they come out of the goal line. Pryor hits him, and he's going to jar it loose. Pryor comes up with a big-time wall up here on special teams. Tremaine Pryor just clean shot and just hit stick, dump truck, whatever you want to call it, decleat the returner and forces a fumble. And here we go, a chance to make this game ridiculous early on. Shell gets it to Potts on the jet sweep. He's got the outside edge. Stiff arming forward. Slung around and almost. Did he get into the end zone? But there's a flag, so it's not going to matter because it's holding. God damn it. He did get into the end zone. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, my God. All right. 1st and 20 now here for the Cowboys. Come set at the 20-yard line thanks to the holding call. Or at the 21 is what they're calling it. So they hand that off to Brockle up the middle, pushing forward, and good yardage down to the 9. So I guess 11 yards is what he picked up on that one to make it 2nd and 8 down to the 9-yard line. So 24-7 is our lead, trying to extend it. 2nd and 8 from the 9. Shell claps his hands, has a snap, hands it off to Gammon, lowering his shoulder and taking a 2 or 3 Buckeyes to do it, but Gammon finally gets brought to the turf. 21 yards on 3 carries for him, plus a receiving touchdown earlier. 3rd and 6 now. Shell making changes before the snap, claps his hands, has the snap back, takes off up the middle, and he's going to be hit and brought down. So Dustin Schifino does get the sack. Shell a little distraught getting up there as he comes off the field, and our field goal unit comes on as we go boot ball right down the middle for the 2nd field goal of the game here for the Cowboys, as we now lead by 20 points. Foster with his 2nd boot through the uprights gives us a 27-7 lead here, still midway through the 2nd. I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of football left. All right. So you ain't counting no chicken before them eggs is hatching. And just know there's a lot of football left. So we're going to go ahead and take this thing into halftime. Now the Buckeyes would put up one more touchdown in the 2nd half. So they do have a total of 14 points. But 27-14 is where we stand right now. So overall, I think we're playing, I would say, better than them. It seems a little consistent at times, like we are pretty evenly matched teams, but I do think we have more speed in the end, coming out of the backfield and on the outside. Especially, I'll say that, especially I think on the defensive side, we have a lot more speed than what we did before. At least they're struggling to, I guess you could say, compensate for it. At least they did in the first half. But right now, they're not struggling at all as they hit their tight end on the left side, who gets brought down at the 34-yard line. The opening possession here for the Buckeyes in the 3rd quarter. They get down to the 34. Going no huddle as we lead 27-14. Apparently our backs are against the wall here as they have an option to the right side. Gets another block, and he's got space and freedom. Whalen blasts him, and he fumbles it, and the Cowboys jump on it. Whalen comes through with the hit and completely obliterates the Buckeye QB1, and it forces a fumble, and we are going to pick that one up. They were poised to put points on the board. Keene had his team where he needed them. They just couldn't do anything that time. Now, our offense did struggle, but, hey, we kept the ball for at least a little bit. So here come the Buckeyes right back at us once again. Leaping over our defenders. Keene on the option keeper, picking up 5 yards. So 2nd and 5 for this Cowboy defense. As they have the snap. Buckeyes in the clean pocket. Keene fires it deep to the right side and hits his receiver, who walks it in. Oh, that one hurts you. That one hurts you. You know it does. That one hurts you. You know it does. So now we lead by 6 here. Ohio State wanted to come back, and we have to respond. We cannot go lightly into the night here. As we try to hit Gammon out of the backfield, contact made at the time the ball gets there, and it falls incomplete. So 2nd and 10. Cowboys coming out in a shotgun, 4-wide set. This crowd seems to be getting back into it now that it's a one-score game. Shell fires that one over to the right side, hits Bueno. Gets past one tackler, but not another, and is brought down at the 19-yard line inside the red zone here. Shell 23 of 28 for 252 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's pretty impressive. So 1st and 10 at the 19. Inside the red zone, hand that off to Brockle off the middle. Makes one cut and is brought down after about a 10, 11-yard gain down to the 9. 1st and goal, Cowboys now after that run by Brockle. So we're going to come out under center in an I formation, 2 receiver set. Shell looks over the defense, has the snap, hands it to Brockle to the right side, cuts it back to the left and picks up a couple yards. And that's a pretty good little cut there. He's got 65 yards on 15 carries because of being able to make some quick cuts like that. Because if he hadn't, he's running straight into that, his offensive line, and it's going to go nowhere. So 2nd and goal, back in the I formation once again. Under center, Gammon in the backfield. Shell looks over the defense as the clock is ticking away, hands it off to Gammon. Right up the middle, Gammon punches it in! Touchdown, Cowboys! Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Through a sea of red jerseys there, Gammon goes right into it, the teeth of the defense. And he comes out just into the end zone, dragging defenders with him as he gets in, and that's going to extend our lead once again to make it 35-21. Now later here in the 4th quarter, the score is still the same, but we're trying to get some form of separation happening as we hand that thing off to Brockle. Trying to close this game out, 8.5 minutes to go. It's only 2 scores. If we can make this a 3-score game, we can pretty much seal the deal. So 1st and 10 Cowboys at the 26-yard line. Shell under center in an I formation. Hands it off to Brockle up the middle. Bounces off a blocker, hit and brought down after no gain. Nowhere to go. The defensive line won that battle that time. So 2nd and 10. Shell staying in the shotgun, 4-wide set. Claps his hands, has the snap, fires over, hits Gammon coming out of the backfield, lowering his shoulder. Gammon with violent contact up the middle at the 19-yard line gets brought down, make it 3rd and 3. So that's going to make it 3rd and 3 here inside the red zone, staying in the shotgun, spreading the defense out wide with 4 receivers, trips to the right side. Hand that off to Brockle, trying to fool him, and we fooled ourselves, leaving us an opportunity to try for a damn field goal. Wind is 14 miles an hour right to left. Good Lord, look at what is shaking here. Boot ball, and just not enough wind as we push it to the right. Foster just not enough to come it back with. So here come the Buckeyes right back at us on their plus side of the field this time as they play action. It throw to the left side, got man wide open, hit and brought down those. The defense closed quickly. 307 passing yards for the Buckeyes today. That's kind of standard for them, I think, for the most part. 2nd and 7 here. Buckeyes have the snap. Fires it to the running back on the wheel route. He's got space. Breaks one tackle and is brought down. Coming out of the backfield, it looks like the defense just forgot about him. And he gets big yards down to the 6. This is only a 2-score ball game. We're here in the final 3.5 minutes. Buckeyes in the pistol. Snap. Pressure comes. Gets past one tackler and throws it away. What is going on? Our tackler went for trying to knock the quarterback's feet out from under him, but for some reason dove into a blocker's butt. Who knows? Weird things EA does. So now 5 wide from the shotgun. 2nd and goal. Buckeyes over the middle. That's caught for the touchdown. Oh, I'm not so sure about that. That is a cheap homer call. And I'm telling you, look at this replay. Quincy Wayne. All right, I mean, you can't see it from this angle, but I mean, you can see it. You know, he's basically behind the ref that's at the boundary marker. See, right there. Y'all saw it. You synced it. There's no way he's in bounds. And the booth, thank God, calls a review. At least someone has a little bit of logic about them. But watch this. Boom. That's a touchdown. Come on. Come on. They gave it to him. So here we come out in the final 2 minutes of this ball game, leading 35-28 on the road. As we get the jet sweep to Potts around the edge, and he runs into Brockle. His blocker, he runs into him, which makes him stumble just enough. And that's going to make it 2nd and 11. The Buckeyes call a timeout, so we're still 1:57 left. Cowboys come out in a wildcat. Brockle sends Gammon in motion, gets the jet sweep to Gammon on the right side. Hit and brought down. Nowhere really to go for him on that one. Shell completely missed his block. I guess I got to give him some credit for trying, though, right? So now it's 3rd and 7. Clock stop because of the second timeout by the Buckeyes. So 3rd and 7. Shell has a snap. Drops off the screen pass. It's caught, and he's dropped for a big-time loss. You got to be kidding me. So we do punt it, and here come the Buckeyes right back at us. 1:42 remaining. We lead by 7. Keene rolls out to the left side, fires that one over the middle. He's going to be brought down at the 26-yard line. It's not a whole lot of yardage. So if we can just prevent the over-the-head play, I think we can win this game. 2nd and 5. No need to go over the head when they go up the lanes for a big play to their receiver, getting near the 50-yard line. Always the damn seams and over the head. The two things our AI doesn't know how to cover. 1st and 10. Keene in the pocket throws it out to the running back on the right flat, who makes the catch and is brought down at the 40-yard line. Buckeyes have no timeouts. There's a minute remaining here in this game. 2nd and inches. Keene in the shotgun, 5 wide. And they're saying I called timeout. I did not call timeout. I don't know what happened. It's about the 3rd time I've seen a timeout called. This is the first time I've seen it come where it took it off my mark. But, hey, I can't stress too much as they fired over the middle, but he dropped it. Whoo! Oh, Mr. Quincy Wayne couldn't hold on to that ball just like he did in the damn touchdown they gave him. 3rd and inches now for the Buckeyes offense at the 40. 58 seconds remaining. Keene throws it to the right side, hits his receiver, and he's brought down. 1st and 10 at the 37. Looking to spike the ball here on 1st and 10. Boom, they will spike it. Keene throws it into the turf, stops the clock. 2nd and 10 now. So 2nd and 10 from the shotgun. 4 wide set. Keene claps his hands, has a snap. Clean pocket for now. Fires it, throws that one out of bounds. It looked like he was trying to go deep down the right, but nobody was there, so I can only assume he had to actually be throwing that out of bounds. 3rd and 10 for the Buckeyes at the 37 on the plus side. No timeouts remaining. Quick throw to the left. It's a wide receiver screen. Bounces back across. Hit and is finally brought down at the 30. 4th and 3. Buckeyes have to go no huddle. They do not have a timeout. 32 seconds remaining. 4th down. Keene with this ball in his hands. Pressure comes and Keene's going to get sacked. And that'll do it. That's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Defense nail in the coffin, seal the deal, signed and delivered. As we start this season 2-0, big time win on the road, probably arguably one of the biggest for our team. So, great game. I wish we hadn't let them get that close at the end, but they are a good team, top 20 team. We played well, had some mistakes here or there, but who doesn't whenever you play these games, right? So, really solid performance. Perfect start to the season number 6. The year we try to make our run, because our perfect season last year was, that was a crusher. Way to bounce back this season, though. That's how you do it. I'm proud to see this happening. So, guys, hit the subscribe button if you have not hit it already. Season 6 is just underway. Next, we got to take on Arkansas for revenge from what they did to us last season. So that will be in the next episode. Like I said, hit the subscribe button. Hit that bell icon to be notified of all the Champion Sons content that we have here on the channel. And I will see y'all in the next episode as we are at home taking on the Razorbacks. So as always, stay safe. And, well, y'all know how it goes from here, right? Later, y'all.